strong number. So in this video, I'm going to explain you about what actually the strong number is and how we are going to uh, determine whether a given number is strong number or not. I hope such type of question never be asked in any competitive exam or anywhere in an interview. So why I'm making this video is because of programming is not about to remember few types of codes. It is of all about to implement the logic, how effectively we are implementing the logic and how we are getting a perfect output as per our requirement. So this is the main motto of learning programming. It's not at all about to remembering some particular type of codes to get some output, right? So to build the logic, to use those as effective as you can, and it talks all about programming. So that I'm saying you about strong number, even though you didn't get it in any examination or any interview question. So you might be get it, but most of the cases, even I also didn't listen about what is a strong number and what it is, how to code it, right? So coming up onto the topic, uh, let's uh, let's learn about this topic on about the working of this code, right? So what I did here is I'm taking a number from the console by using input definition, which is a predefined method in Python, right? And I'm storing it in str_num. Why? Because whatever the number we are entering here will be in the form of string data type, right? So that I'm named this variable as string_num. What I did is that I typecasted that str_num to integer data type and stored it in a num variable. Now this num variable is consisting of integer data type of entered number, right? Now what I did is actually before we are going to learn about the working of this particular code, we need to understand what actually a strong number is. A strong number is a number. Let me explain you with an example. Right. So here comes the example. Let us consider a number that is 145. 35. And here we need to do individual numbers or individual digits factorial. Right. So we need to determine factorial of 1, factorial of 4, factorial of 5. So we need to determine individual factorials and we need to add them. So if the summation of all the individual digits factorial is equal to this number, then such type of numbers are said to be strong numbers. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Right. So whenever a number is given and if the summation of individual digits factorial is equal to the number that we have taken, then such type of numbers are said to be known as strong numbers. I hope to understand. For that, we are taking factorials. We are maintaining a list of factorials here, right? And what I'm doing is that I'm iterating over the str_num. Why? Because I need individual digits factorial. Firstly, I need 1 factorial. Secondly, I need 4 factorial. Thirdly, I need 5 factorial. So that I need to iterate over the str_num, right? So that for I in str_num and I will iterate through the str_num, initially I am assigning fact is equals to 1 and what I'm doing is that for every I, I'm going to check factorial. In first iteration, I will be 1, this is 1, and I will check the factorial output of it. So I won't explain you about how this code works. Why? Because I already said in my previous videos about what is factorial and how the code works. So if you didn't watch this video, you better go through my channel, namely, you go to my playlist, namely top 100 Python codes, right? So there you can get or understand how this piece of code could work. And um I'm doing the factorial of that individual digit I, and I'm appending that factorials into factorials list. So this is the factorials list, and I'm appending this fact into our factorial list. This is the list. I hope you understand. And at second iteration, this I will be 4, and for 4, factorial will be determined, and that factorial will be placed with factorials list. And at third iteration, my I will become 5, and for 5, I will identify what the factorial, and I made it to append it into my factorials list, and it will be in the factorials list. At last, what I'm doing is that I am making the summation of elements in the factorial by using sum definition. So, by using the sum definition, I added the elements in factorials, and I'm checking whether this summation is equal to the num, whatever we have entered here. What is num? Num in the sense is the number that we have taken. I typecasted it into the integer type since it came as a string type, where I stored here, and changed its data type to integer data type stored in num variable, so that this sum of factorials is equals to num. Then I will print that it is a strong number. Else, if this condition fails, interpreter will fails to enter into the if block, and it will try to execute the else block, and it will show us what is the sum of factorials, and it is not a strong number. So if you see here, I will execute it in front of you. When I enter 145, I got it is a strong number. When I enter other than 145 over here, I will again execute. I will try with 144, and the summation of individual factorials is not equal to that. So it is not a strong number. So even we can check it 145 also. So let me do this. So let me check what is the factorial if this condition is satisfied, right? Let me check it with again 145. Why? Because even I also know only 145 is a strong number. As of my knowledge, I know that 145 is one and only the strong number, and there may be different numbers, but I know only 145. 145, yeah, 145. Yeah, this summation of factorials is also 145. Hence, we got it as a strong number. Let me check other factorial numbers. What should I take? 408, 40585. Okay, it's strong. Okay, 40585. Let me check it with another number. 40585. Yeah, it's a strong number. Okay. And this is all about this video. I hope you found this video well. And don't forget to continue to the channel to learn top 100 Python programming codes. Until that, see you. Bye bye.